What's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading, hanging out with the sleepy, bossy, saucy Libra in a basket. Mega good vibes, and we're on to do some messages around the Divine Masculine Collective. And the main message I'm getting is a lot of your masculines are getting ready to reach out. So this is going to resonate for those of you who are holding them accountable to their masculine energy, okay? A lot of them are pulling their socks up the more that you see them and hold them in this Divine Masculine light. Really expecting them to take control. So I feel like that's a really attractive energy that's coming from you. So let's dive in and find out where the masculines are at. Let's start with where they're at in their current life. Like, what are they focused on right now in their own life? What's the masculine focused on in his own life right now? Okay, so they could be healing, okay? And this is what I mean maybe by stepping more into their Divine Masculine energy, is really, again, learning to control that emotion. Okay, it's okay to be emotional, but to an extent, your masculines have to have the ability to be able to control this, so that way they can take action, they can be confident, they can step forward. They're not going to get all shaky when you become emotional, Divine Feminine, and it's not going to push them to run, because this is where they're currently at. I feel like they could be healing from past relationships as well. Also, too, dealing with just high intensity situations that have caused them to really get closed into a shell. And I feel like these are things that are maybe coming up for them, or you may trigger this within them. You may bring up these types of memories. You may like, a lot of you may have tarot channels where you'll openly talk about stuff like the karmic, and you'll mention like the mother as the karmic, and it kind of triggers your masculine into healing a lot of where this unbalanced energy comes from within them. That same energy that makes them want to run from you, Divine Feminine, the idea of love, and that something so vulnerable could have the potential to hurt them, so it's best to just keep away or block it out or abuse it in any way. I feel like many of them are taking a good look at that, okay? They don't want to be out of control, and that's what I'm getting with the Three of Swords here. Okay, this is a masculine that's done being out of control, and I feel like the more that maybe the Divine Feminine has done your fair share of running, okay? So the Divine Feminine, like, if I feel like if your masculine is showing you a side of them that always seems like skittish, or, you know, not controlled, or they freak out over your emotions, they may shut you down right away. A lot of you don't know, like, inside this is what they feel like. If it gets too overwhelming, or if it gets too much, the idea of love, I feel like what they're trying to say to you is like, I don't like my idea of what I've experienced as love, you have no idea. Okay, so for a lot of you that might be the case with your masculines. They've experienced a lot of like pain when it comes to love. Like, it could be in the simplest forms of like the love that you're supposed to get when you're younger and you don't. You know, like, I feel like your mother and your father is like the place that you're supposed to feel the safest. And, you know, both of us, both masculine and feminine, if we don't get that, and then we continue to experience patterns later on in life that don't always give us the best experiences in love, like, it can make us become almost cynical to love, right? Like, it doesn't exist, or we would never take a chance on it, or you know, if you're with someone, then it's just solely about the, you know, sex, and that's it. Like, there's no way for you to really feel. I feel like you've come into your masculine's life and you have, you know, kind of put this all on blast, or put it on display. So many of your masculines could be trying to gain control of their like emotional well-being when it comes to the connection, okay? When it comes to this journey with the Divine Feminine, a lot of them realize just emotionally how out of control they are. A lot of them can't hold a conversation with many of you for very long without ghosting, and that in itself is a lack of responsibility. It's a lack of honor. You know, many of you want your masculines to show up with honesty, integrity, but that takes a lot of growth for the masculine collective. It's taking a lot of growth, especially for many of them who have received a lot of painful experiences, again, when it comes to love, and even just the basics of love is what I'm hearing, okay? What are their thoughts on you, Divine Feminine? Okay, so we have the Lovers card here, which is why maybe this whole twin flame experience that's triggering Also this Nine of Swords here energy. So that's exactly what this Three of Swords here is doing. I feel like it's getting your masculines to maybe wrap up and calm down their emotional state of mind. Like if they're too out of control, a lot of them are trying to reflect on that. And again, balance in strongly with their masculine energies. Knowing that it's okay to feel, but it's not okay to take out their anger or their pain on anybody. And I feel like they've particularly done that with the Divine Feminine, but oftentimes in Twin Flame dynamics, like you'll find you'll experience the most pain with your Twin Flame, where they trigger it. Many of you will feel like you've been hurt in past relationships and it didn't affect you as much as connecting with your masculines and then having them block you the next day. It was like total shatter of the heart. But meanwhile, you've been in other relationships where you've been hurt and you've taken time and you've healed and you've gotten over it. But I feel like with your masculines, it's a different level of hurt. And same with when you trigger like emotional experiences for them that are really overwhelming. I think what hurts the most is recognizing that they're actually not operating as strongly as they could be with that masculine energy. And then when you show up in this beautiful feminine way, I think it really hurts them that they're not able to appreciate that. It kills your masculine that they see a beautiful thing in front of them and they just stifle it, right? Or they destruct it. That's what I'm getting from these cards here is a masculine who you've met your Divine Feminine and all you have done is destroy the connection. But they're recognizing that is because of a lot of that past pain that they've been through. And many of the Divine Feminines, I feel like, are understanding that like they've never really experienced love. Like even in the last reading when I pulled the Nurture and Compassion card, like if your masculine grew up not having a lot of compassion or warmth from feminine energy around them, or if they perceive feminine energy to be a particular way, then it's like they're always waiting around to see what the Divine Feminine is going to do or what it is you're up to. And a lot of the times they don't realize you as their Divine Feminine counterpart, which is why many of you endure, the brunt of your Divine Masculine's pain. It's because you trigger it, right? A lot of the times when they're dealing with karmic partners, it's easy because these karmic partners aren't promising love. The Divine Feminine comes in and promises love. These karmic partners will come in and promise to spend their money. They will promise to take advantage of them. They'll promise to party with them, do all of these surface level things. And your Divine Masculines are fine with it. Just don't fuck with their heart. And you've come in and you have the potential now to fuck with their heart. And that is where they're drawing the line, right? So that's, why I feel this particular masculine here may be pulling back, okay? Whoever's watching this reading, what do you need to do to move forward while your masculine moves through this and has their own realizations about their masculine energy? What do you need to do? Okay, so we have the Fool card and we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about choice, okay? Many of you have a choice to make, I feel, and when it comes to moving forward, you're being called to take a chance here. Okay, the Lover's card is coming out because it confirms that this is a twin flame journey that you're on. But I think it also too validates that you have the choice. You have the free will to step on the journey, take this adventure with your Divine Masculines. But I do feel like many of them are getting ready to reach out as they start taking more control. Start recognizing where it is they may fall short in the connection with you. A lot of your masculines too, through this Lover's card, they're realizing again how much they may have unnecessarily hurt you through this journey because of their own pain, their own triggering. Okay, because a lot of them, I feel like what I'm hearing is a lot of them have waiting on the worst case scenario, waiting for you, Divine Feminine, to do the worst. And because you never did, I do oftentimes see a Divine Masculine here who is left in a lot of regret because they've hurt you through trying to prove that you're out to get them. That's what I feel like. It's like they try to prove it so hard and they never came up with anything. I feel even karmic partners who tried to make you guys out to be some kind of weird, tarot freak, spiritual community, twin flame. It's like it never amounted to anything malicious, and now your masculines are left in a place of having to deal with their emotional like their emotional capacity to just deal. Like if it's out of control, just like in this Three of Swords card here, many of them are starting to see that's exactly why this connection with the feminine never flourished. They frightened you, divine feminine. I feel like they really frightened you. You were never able to trust this masculine because they were too shaky. They never showed any kind of self-control, honor, any means of showing you that they were able to show up as themselves and comfortable in their own skin, always running. And for you, that was an unattractive energy. It didn't make you feel very secure. Okay, so let's get some outcome cards here for the connection between the both of you. Okay, what do you need to know about this connection? We have true love and we have romantic feelings. Now, this is your masculines wanting to reach out here because I feel like their romantic feelings are very real now that they're recognizing that you really are, or were, or are. I don't know where you guys are at on your journey. Many of you are, really wanting to turn your back. But I feel like your masculines are experiencing this romantic feeling and this feeling of true love. The more they see that this love is actually genuine here with the Lovers card, right? All that they tried to prove that you were out to get them, you were out to use them, there's got to be some kind of catch. There never was. There never was. You stay true to the journey. You stay true to yourself, divine feminine, with this true love card, and that is what is coming up as you being their true love. All of these romantic feelings are returning to your divine masculine because you've stayed steady. You've proven true to your divine feminine role here in their life, that you were never out to get them, and the love that you were offering was genuine and true. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you for this check-in. I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And she's so cute. She's like snoring away, but her snores are like these tiny little like high-pitched purrs. It's just so cute. All right, guys, take it easy. Bye.